Lisa Curtis, a Acerbic headline in the Times of India today, said, obviously sarcastically and rhetorically, that there is now a new quad: Russia, China, India, and Pakistan, criticizing the Indian government's decision to abstain twice. But you just heard Ambassador Arun Singh. And I think there's a larger philosophical question here, and that is, which invasion is one that is considered morally justifiable, and which is considered an act of ingress. Many people are now referencing, Ambassador referenced Bangladesh, many others are referencing, for example, the American invasion of Iraq. Is this more complex than it immediately seems, or are you disappointed as a friend of India?
Well, look, I'm very disappointed in India's position. I think that, it's one thing abstaining from the UNSC votes, but also some of the statements. I'm glad to hear, as Arun said, that the position and statements are evolving, because I think it was disappointing to see India talking about the legitimate interests of both parties, because clearly this is a blatant disregard for the international order, the European order in this case. And the fact that Russia has invaded a sovereign country needs to be recognized by India. So I think it's been disappointing. And if you see how the Europeans have reacted, we have seen that they have agreed that select Russian banks won't be able to access the SWIFT system. They're now agreeing to supply arms, finance those arms to Ukraine. They're banning Russian planes from EU airspace. So the Europeans are really stepping up because they recognize how serious this situation is. And especially now, Russia has gone to its next alert level. This is something that is really concerning. And I think, the more the rest of the international community is stepping up and condemning what Russia has done, the more India stands out as really, being on the wrong side of history, like you said. I think India has missed an opportunity to show leadership. And I do think that it will have some kind of an impact, maybe not a major impact, but it will, I think, lead, the other Quad nations in particular to question, will India stand up for a rules-based order in other parts of the world? Since it doesn't seem to be doing so in this case. Everybody understands India has a close relationship with Russia. It's relied on Russian arms. But frankly, once Russia comes under these severe sanctions, I think it's inevitable that India will be impacted by these sanctions as well, because of its dependence on Russian arms. So I think India has missed an opportunity to show some leadership. And, even if it could not vote the right way in the UN Security Council, I think its statements could have been more carefully crafted to show its support for country sovereignty and territorial integrity, and to uphold that rules-based order